Okay, so I sat down to study, told myself just a 5 minute break. Just 5 minutes of scrolling through some reels and then straight back to the books. But we all know how that story goes. Those 5 minutes just disappeared. And suddenly, an hour had passed. And the guilt trip that followed, man, that was a whole other level. Does this happen to you too? Hey everyone, I'm City, and just like you, I'm prepping for my CUED exams. And this story, it's mine for sure. And I bet it's probably yours too. But have you ever really thought about why we even think of leaving social media? It's not just about wasting time or getting distracted. And it's definitely not about being weak. Psychologists actually say it's a kind of mental evolution. Okay, let's really get into this. So the number one reason is this: constant comparison. We see everyone's perfect life on our screens, their highlight reel, their amazing vacations, their big achievements, all those likes. And we start comparing it to our own behind the scenes life, our actual struggles, our doubts, and all our hard work. And slowly, without even realizing it, our self worth starts depending on those likes and comments. But then you reach a point, you start to mature a bit, and you realize, wait a minute, my self worth is non negotiable. I don't need a screen to tell me I'm good enough. My value isn't decided by the number of likes I get. The second big reason is something called our cognitive bandwidth. Basically, it's our brain's limited battery for things like focus, creativity, and deep thinking. And social media, let's be honest, is mentally very expensive. It drains that battery fast. Just look at this slide. All those constant notifications, that endless scrolling, it just eats up all our mental energy. And the results? We're left with this tiny sliver of energy for our studies and our actual goals. We're literally wasting our brain power on things that just don't matter in the long run. And the third, and probably the sneakiest reason, is called the slot machine effect. See, these social media platforms, they are designed to condition our brains. Seriously, they work exactly like a slot machine. They give you these unpredictable little rewards that just keep you hooked and scrolling. So what happens? Every new like, every random comment, that funny new reel, it's a small hit of dopamine, a little reward, and we just keep pulling that lever, scrolling and scrolling, hoping for the next one. Quitting isn't just about deleting an app. It's like trying to deprogram your own brain. So, why can't we just quit? Well, here comes the reality check. Because actually quitting sounds easy, but it's really not. I've tried it myself. I thought, I'll just delete the app, and that'll be it. Problem solved. But honestly, I failed because I didn't have a plan. Just deleting the app doesn't get rid of the habit. It doesn't silence the trigger that makes you want to open it in the first place. And that's the problem, right? Quitting without a plan is just a pause. It's not a solution. After a few days, that same empty time, that same boredom kicks in, and you're right back to downloading the app again. You get what I'm saying? So, what's the solution then? Going cold turkey is clearly not the answer for most of us. What we need is a practical, realistic plan. So let's break it down. Okay, step one, start small. Don't quit, just reduce. If you scroll for an hour, cut it down to 45 minutes. Step two, find a swap. You need to fill that empty 15 minutes with something else. Go for a short walk, read a chapter of a book, or maybe solve a few problems. And step three, this one is the most important. Make one rule, just one strict, non-negotiable rule. For example, I will not use my phone for the first hour of studying. That's it, just one. This is how you slowly, gently deprogram your brain. So, the final takeaway. What's the whole point of all this? Well, it all comes down to one simple thing: control. This isn't about running away from the world, not at all. It's about reallocating your mental energy. It's about moving from constantly consuming content to deeply creating your own path. It's about shaping your own world, your own goals. So I'll ask you this: what are you going to do with your limited cognitive bandwidth? Are you going to invest in your goals, or are you going to spend it on endless scrolling? Remember this: control your time, or it will control you.